with our program. At least we were going to get started with our program, but there's a little bit of an obstacle up here, as you can see. And the box says refused, return to sender, refused, return to sender, refused, return to sender. And it's a, yeah. Can't you hear? No. Hello? Okay, sorry. We're going to get the program started, but first we have this obstacle up here. And there's a package here that says refuse, return to sender, return to sender, return to sender, return to sender. There's a FedEx label. If I don't fall off the stage, I will read it to you. There's a FedEx label that says the sender's name was Dr. Doug Knowlton. It was sent to Minnesota State Colleges and Universities, and it has been refused and returned. So, Dr. Knowlton, I think maybe you should come up and deal with this before we get started.
That's cute.
If you don't mind.
We planned this thing a couple months ago where somebody was running and I said, absolutely the only thing was it would be a very dignified,
I didn't do it.
short. I'm supposed to actually open it.
I guess so.
It actually has a
Yeah, I said FedEx.
so you're going to open it?
No,
You know it's going to be good.
have my name on it.
So I open it now.
I think it's supposed to open now.
Too funny. Whose idea is this?
I have no idea.
Probably Marie. What?
Probably Marie.
That would be a typical.
Go on and on and on and on.
Oh, that's cute.
I could go down to the box.
There could be something. Oh, cute. That's cute.
It went up, not down.
Oh, that one looks like it has a message on it.
So do I get to tell the whole story? It's done. Am I supposed to read this?
I don't know. That sounds like it's what I say about it.
Now, if you think this is the speech, it isn't, because I have a much longer speech. It says, Dear Dr. Knowlton, please accept this box labeled Return to Sender. While we are excited to have you join the staff of the Minnesota State Colleges and Universities, we regret to inform you that we have a strict policy against balloons on state property. The box of said items was delivered from your home in Madison to your new office on Friday last. Imagine our surprise to find it filled with balloons. While I am sure that balloons were part of your everyday goings-on at Dakota State, as I stated, and as I believe was made clear during your job interview, no balloon play is allowed in your new position. No, they don't know. Please review the Minnesota Higher Education System balloon policy below. The University of Minnesota Standard Practice Guide, section 201.94 was issued on 3/12/01 to address the subject of balloon possession on Minnesota State College and University campuses. This policy states, except as otherwise provided below, employees are prohibited at any time while on any property owned, leased, or otherwise controlled by the university or elsewhere in the course of their employment with the university from possessing balloons. The prohibitions in this standard practice guide apply regardless of whether the employee has a concealed balloon permit or is otherwise authorized by law to possess any such inflatable device.
That's cute.
The prohibition in the, John, this is yours all over. The prohibition in the previous paragraph does not apply to clowns, event planners, which sometimes can be synonymous, alumni directors, and marketing department. We look forward to having you join the Minnesota system, but please, Dr. Knowlton, leave the balloons at Dakota State. Any hot air you would use to inflate the balloons is, of course, welcome to join you in Minnesota. See you in a few days. Sincerely, Dr. Stephen Rosenstone, a.k.a. your new boss.
Thank you. I had nothing to do with it. Say that one more time. It's my pleasure to welcome all of you today to this campus event to extend our best wishes to Dr. Knowlton and Sharon. As you know, tomorrow will mark Dr. Knowlton's last day as the 21st president of DSU, a journey that began in January 2004. Next Monday, he begins his new duties as the Vice Chancellor for Academic and Student Affairs for the Minnesota State Colleges and Universities System, assuming, of course, that he does not take balloons with him. Tonight, there is a second farewell event that is being held to give members of the community an opportunity to say goodbye. This afternoon, however, the focus is on our DSU community. We have asked two individuals to provide some brief remarks today. Dr. Vicki Sterling, in her role as the senior faculty member at DSU, will speak on behalf of the faculty, and our current Student Association President, Ashley Linsick, will provide some remarks on behalf of the students. So if those two people would come forward, please.
On behalf of the faculty members, and as a classroom teacher in the education, observation is something I do all the time. So I will share my observations on behalf of the faculty. When you arrived on campus, Dr. Knowlton, you hit the ground running. For a year or so, you sent an email to faculty about what you did in a month. What you do in a month is amazing. You are meeting alumni, politicians, multiple boards off campus as well as campus meetings, and traveling everywhere. Your energy is remarkable. You are a listener. I was honored when you asked a couple of faculty members at a time to have dinner with you at your home. Do I start over, or I go from where I've got? Yeah.
Oh my.
Well, where was I? You are a listener. I was honored when you asked a couple of faculty members at a time to have dinner with you at your home. You also requested we bring a student. You listened to our comments about how to improve Dakota State and asked probing questions to help understand how you could support the needs. You still make time for faculty, staff, and students with your coffee visits. You greet people with a smile on your face and psych us into believing we are the most important person you talk to that day. Your positive attitude comes through at the beginning of each school year with your State of the University presentation. Faculty, staff, and students are complimented on what's been accomplished, which makes us feel good. And then you enthusiastically share the vision at what will be accomplished in the future. Frequently, your tech geek side shows through. You are a communicator. Even in situations when it requires of you to talk to a group spontaneously, you have the enviable ability to speak off the cuff. I just know with all the groups you talk to, you do not have the entire speech written down. But within each talk, you have flow, intelligence, and humor. At one of the Haig Brothers concert, you welcomed everyone attending and then said you could be one of the Haig Brothers because there was a resemblance. The crowd laughed, they felt welcome. You put the audience at ease. While you have been here these 8 years, there have been beautiful changes in the campus, which has happened with most of the buildings and the campus grounds. There has also been an upgrade of the president's home. You have made, I'm getting older. You have been a part of the big campus projects, and you also notice small details, like the university seal on the floor of the student union, banners, and a gorgeous new mace. Along came some Minnesota scouts who saw your talent and stole you away from Dakota State. You'd think faculty and students involved with the security program could detect such a breach. We did not tell other universities about your abilities, but I guess those talents bubbled out and you were recognized even in another state. We will miss you, Dr. Knowlton. The faculty wish you the best for your next leadership position.
When I was asked to speak on behalf of the students 3 weeks ago, I thought to myself, how can one single person even begin putting together a speech to thank a president who has done so much for this university in the last 8 years? Then remembering that Dakota State is technically better, I turned to Facebook and asked the students what they would miss most about Dr. Knowlton. Their comments were their honest opinions, and I wanted to share them with all of you, and especially you, Dr. Knowlton, because your presence here made their experience at DSU the best it could be. What I will miss most about Dr. Knowlton is that he actually knew us as individuals, not just another student on campus, one student commented. With the most likes, it came in as the most cherished attribute of Dr. Knowlton. We, the students, sincerely appreciate and thank you for getting to know our first names, and that you stopped whatever you were doing, whether it be conversing with someone, looking through paperwork, or stopping midway through a text message to say hello to us on campus. You knew us, you knew what we were involved in, and you made an effort to ask how things were going. In order to make these connections, it was no wonder how visible you were on campus, our second highest like. I love how Dr. Knowlton walks around campus. While I was attending USD and SDSU, I never saw or even knew what the president's name was, stated a transfer student. I think this is the most cherished characteristic of you, Dr. Knowlton. Your presence was known. Everyone on campus knew who you were and could interact with you. I don't know of any other president willing to put aside time every week to sit down and have coffee with the students. Because of you, students of DSU know one president who did. Other students saw that you were a visible role model. Students recognized that you genuinely loved your job and wanted to do whatever you could do to make DSU the best experience for us. Words can't begin to thank you for listening to whatever suggestion we had and making our statements a reality. Your support in whatever we did, whether it be sports, drama, cheerleading, dance, human versus zombies, academics, or music, was much appreciated. You were there, and you were always our #1 fan. Lastly, and maybe most importantly, you looked like an important man. Students noticed that you always had the perfectly pressed jacket and an insanely straight tie. And with 8 likes, who could forget your hair? No matter the situation, students knew that you were an important man and knew you dressed as an important man. But what really mattered to us is that you weren't just a fancy name. You were a person. A person like us. A person that made mistakes, learned from them, and taught us how to make the most of every situation. Words can't say how grateful we the students are for a president like you, Dr. Knowlton. So again, thank you. Good luck with everything in Minnesota. We'll be cheering you on and being your #1 fan, just like you have always been for us. If I could have Dr. Knowlton please come up. The Student Senate got a reward or a trophy for you on behalf of the students. Ours is a piece of art.
Yes. Not your turn yet. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Sterling and Ashton. During the last 8 years, Dr. and Mrs. Knowlton have been enthusiastic supporters of the fine arts on campus. A few years ago, after hearing Dr. Conover sing at a DSU theater production, Dr. Knowlton asked her to perform at the closing ceremony for our 125th ceremony. A few weeks ago, he asked her to do a reprise of that performance. The song is called I'm Still Here. Dr. Conover even talked Barb Haig into coming out of retirement to accompany her, and so here are Dr. Conover and Barb Haig in their reprise of I'm Still Here. Sue, do you need this? Go.
No, I got one. Well, this song, it is. This song is called I'm Still Here. It's, some of you may remember when I did this when General Beale went back in the vault. But anyway, it's from the show Follies, and that's about a bunch of aging showgirls. And so Carlotta is the one who sings this song. She's been a showgirl, she's been an actress, she's just been all kinds of things. Movie star, she's done it all, and she's still here. So it's a song about survival, and I guess, of course, we're all still here. Dr. Knowlton's going away, but we're still here. Okay? Yeah.
Sometimes just pretzels and beer, but I'm here.
times and bump times, I've seen them all, and my dear, I'm still here. Plush velvet sometimes, sometimes just pretzels and beer, but I'm here. I've run the gamut, A to Z, 3 cheers and damn it, say la vie. I got through all of last year, and I'm here. God knows, at least I was there, and I'm here. Look who's here. I'm still here. I'm still here.
Thank you, Dr. Thanks, Barb. Thank you very much, ladies. And we know that Dr. Knowlton and Sharon are in the process of downsizing a little bit because they will be living in 3 different locations, although that does seem as though you could have more rather than less, doesn't it? But anyway, they are in the process of downsizing. So rather than present them with multiple gifts from various groups, we've invited people to provide donations to their scholarship endowment. We did, however, want to provide a small token of appreciation in recognition of the 8 years of enthusiastic and dedicated service both have provided to our university, and Vice Presidents Payne, Kane, and Kruzmark are to make those presentations, only I don't see Kruzmark. Oh, there he is. All right, he's still here. Come on up, please. No.
The first presentation is to you, Sharon, if you would come up for a minute, please. Sure. Not only the DSU community, but the entire community thanks you for the role that you played and all that you gave to DSU and to Madison too. And we're also happy that you're going to be sticking around for a little bit longer than Dr. Knowlton. And we're hoping that you're going to help us soften the blow of his leaving by joining us on campus for various activities. And so to help you do that, I have an activity card that's good for all sporting events, drawing events, etc. on campus, and a gift card for Java City. So anytime you want to have a cup of coffee, and I'd be glad to join you. We hope to see you often in campus for the remainder of your time in Madison. And again, thank you so much for everything that you've done. Thanks.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is not on the script, but I would like to say this to Dr. Knowlton. Thank you as well for being such a great supervisor. My first encounter with Dr. Knowlton was actually before I came to Madison. I just got finished the phone interview, and that evening I received a number on my cell phone, of course, one that I did not know, so I was debating on whether or not I would answer it. But it was Dr. Knowlton calling me to say that he understood I just went through the phone interview, and not to ask me any questions, just to ask me how I was doing. And that made a lasting impression on me, and it really helped me make the decision to come to Dakota State, and one that I have not regretted since then. Now, Linda, back to the script. And now we are pleased to present this framed collage to Dr. Knowlton on behalf of the university. This collage is the work of our creative duo, Jana and Dad. The inscription reads, presented to Dr. Douglas Knowlton in recognition of his service as the 21st President of Dakota State University, January 2004 and January 2012. That's February 2012. Dr. Knowlton, your collage.
Dr. Knowlton, on behalf of the entire Dakota State University community, we'd like to thank you for your guidance, your vision, your enthusiasm, your maraca playing ability. We want you to know you will be greatly missed, and we wish you all the best as you begin your new endeavor in the MinSCU system. If you'd like to come back up, I would hand over the microphone to you if you'd like to make some remarks.
That song is so meaningful at the time when we were celebrating the 125th anniversary, and the whole sort of sense of the university having survived all of the kinds of things, and we were still here. And I think as I look into the future and think about the things that you all will be doing, you're still going to be here for a long, long, long time, and we're going to be doing great things. And I just thought that was so appropriate. Thank you, Susan, for doing that. I have a written speech because we do learn in Linda Brozik's office that staying on script is a good thing. Occasionally we have people that don't learn that lesson and they get told afterwards, Gene, right, that you didn't follow script. So I'm going to try to stay with the script, although I don't know that I'll be able to do that, and I don't know whether I'll get through it all, but we're going to give it a good shot. I'm so pleased that there's so many people here, so many students, and people that came from ways, and Jake, it's just great that you're here from Minneapolis, from Minnesota. So it's good to see you. I'm going to start these comments with two words, and I'm going to end with the same two words, which is going to be thank you. It has been, without a doubt, it has been an amazing honor and quite honestly a blessing to be able to be with all of you over the last 8 years. When I was inaugurated as president of Dakota State University, I used the theme, a journey worth taking. It has certainly been an incredible journey for me, and I hope that all of you will share that same kind of feeling. This 8-year journey has seen many changes here at Dakota State. The improvements we have been able to achieve on the campus include a beautiful garden-like space with buildings and classrooms that were recently rated by the Board of Regents as being in the best condition of any in the system. Something for us to be proud of. Not just the folks that obviously maintain those buildings, but we do know that our staff and the crew and the maintenance people and the PAT staff do an incredible job. But all of us who have great stewardship for this place. Our residence hall renovations, I did say residence hall, not dorms. I'm learning. It's only taken me 8 years, but I'm learning. The beautiful windows in Beetle with the restored stained glass discovered behind those windows from way back. The new lighting and improvements in the library, the Science Center, the Kringen Alumni and Foundation Center, improvements almost everywhere one looks makes us so proud of this place. New, you'll see later, work at the Dakota Prairie Playhouse, the athletic facilities, things we've done in the community center, the Trojan Center, the beautiful seal on the floor. I thought that would be a good idea. I didn't think we could do it. And Pat said, oh, sure, we can do that. So we were able to get that done. East Hall Auditorium, all of these places that I think make us so proud of the place that we're here. But it's certainly not just the physical improvements in this environment that may have made the journey worthwhile. If you think about it, the research centers, the new degree programs, the doctoral program, the expansion of opportunities for education students in Sioux Falls, new corporate partnerships, our CQI initiatives, new scholarship programs, U.S. News recognitions, awards for innovative use of information technology. I cannot thank all of you enough for the hard work, and it's been hard work, in planning, and the dedication, the enthusiasm, and the care that you've all put in to make all of those things happen. And they didn't happen because of me. They happened because this team, this group of people, are able to pull off those kinds of things. And quite honestly, there aren't many schools of this size that can do all that we have done over these years together. But for me personally, I also know that what's made it worthwhile is a large group of young people. Sarah, Eric, Michael, Noah, Samantha, Jordan, Bryce, Katie, Ted, Andrew, Trevor, Tom, Dawn, Maria, Nicole, Sean, Patik, Petter, Pat, Lade, Justin, Jake, and a few hundred others that I have had the privilege of shaking hands when they walked across that stage and handed them their diplomas. It is the lives that we have touched together that have made this journey worthwhile. I wish in so many ways I could personally, and I got to say thank you to a lot of you today and over the last couple days and shake more hands. I wish I could say to each one of you personally, thank you, how much I appreciate what you've done. But I do have to thank by name one person who's been there from the time we made the decision to make this journey, and I knew I was going to do this. Now, to students, when I gave my inaugural speech, I made it very clear that showing emotion is a good thing. Okay? So just give me 1 second to get it back together, and then we'll be fine. She gave up a lot to help me pursue this journey. She's endured a lot, and now she needs to stay a while longer to complete what for her is a compelling and important journey. I could not have done this without Sharon, and whatever journeys we have together will be because of her. So, thank you. I think there's a few rows left we've got left together. Geez, I practiced that an awful lot to try not to do that. My journey with all of you and with all of this TSU community is not over. It will take a little different twist, but I'll be back regularly to cheer you on, to watch more students walk across the stage, to contribute when and how I can, because this is a place that will never leave my heart. Thank you so much for being a part of this 8-year journey. Thank you.
So thank you all. Thank you. Never mind. Thank you all for coming today. A special thanks to Marie Johnson for preparing the photo presentation, if you haven't noticed, up on the screen, and to Jonna Schmidt, Deb Pauley, Donna Fawbush, Brent Van Artson, and the Aramark staff for assisting our office in our preparations. And then please take this time now to get another snack if you need one, and to also visit with the Knowltons. Thanks so much for coming.
Oh my, that was a little emotional. Right? That was emotional. Yes, it was.